What are the side effects when you stop smoking? The side effects are kind of a collection of things that your body, your mind, especially, is going through when you stop smoking because of the nicotine. Your body has grown dependent on nicotine for many different purposes. Not that you need it to live by, and not that it lasts a long time in your system when you stop smoking, but there will be some period of time where some of these things you have to deal with. There's also a mental addiction, which I always talk about, the fact that you mentally believe you need a cigarette. And that's a whole lot easier to control than it might be to actually control a chemical addiction such as from nicotine. So some of the side effects that you may have to deal with, I will look actually. I'll take right off the websites from cancer.gov or the CDC government website. The first thing they talk about as far as side effects is nicotine cravings. Obviously, nicotine has helped you through probably many situations, as it did for me. When a smoker is under pressure, they feel anxious, they're nervous, they're any number of things. Even they're happy. Nicotine is what they turn to, so that nicotine craving is just a natural thing. Again, it doesn't last long. Nicotine addiction, or I should say, nicotine cravings generally go away in about a day for most people, about 24 hours. That's the time to deal with. In addition, another side of some side effects is a feeling of anger, frustration, and irritability. You don't feel like yourself. You're not being calmed by that nicotine anymore. You have to deal with things, for yourself. You really have to feel what you feel. You have to take a look at your emotions. You have to, think through things as opposed to just depend on the cigarette to get you and plow you or push you through things. Then some people find some difficulty concentrating. Again, that relaxation. If I sat down and I had to work out a problem, I might pick up a cup of coffee and take a sip and then light up a cigarette and then sit down and try to work something out on my computer, or try to figure out how I'm going to get through a situation. It was just what I became used to. So without that nicotine, you might have some difficulty with the concentrating. Some people as well may find a bout of insomnia. They may have difficulty sleeping because, again, that nicotine helped the calming in the system, and now your body is looking for that and you don't have it, so it can go hand in hand with irritability and everything else. It may be more difficult to sleep. You may have some restlessness. It may just be uncomfortable. You may want to get up and move around. You don't want to sit down. You can't seem to get comfortable. You're trying to watch a show, and all you're thinking about is the cigarettes. So just be prepared. There may be some restlessness involved. Anxiety. I mean, you're anxious because you want to have a cigarette. It just kind of makes sense. The anxiousness is probably I'm guessing, partly caused by the chemical addiction from nicotine, is also partly caused by that mindset, that mental addiction that you want to have a cigarette, you need a cigarette. And let me tell you, you don't need that cigarette. Then there may even be some bouts of depression. And again, this is one somebody really has to watch for. And your family and loved ones and the people around you should watch for. Depression is not anything to play around with. If somebody truly seems that the depression is more than just a little bit, you might want to get that, talk to a mental health professional about that. And then there's hunger or increased appetite. In some cases, a person may just start to eat more. Now, this is something I myself, I faced this. There's no doubt in my mind. I gained weight over the years after I quit smoking. It's one of my demons. It's something that I actually hope for to address in the upcoming year. I'm kind of making a New Year's resolution. I'm kind of working with my doctors. It's something that I need to do. I need to lose weight to offset the fact that I did gain weight after I quit smoking. So I'm hoping that by understanding what to expect ahead of time, I'm hoping that you can take be better prepared when the time comes for you to become a non-smoker. Now, if you want to know what I did when I quit smoking 15 years ago, I suggest that you just click one of the links around this video. I look forward to seeing you as a non-smoker.